Now to a celebration of diversity in dining. This Black History Month, Fox 32 Chicago is looking at a program to promote equity within the restaurant industry.
In tonight's special report, Anita Blanton looks at how the Black Kitchen Initiative grants have benefited restaurants right here in Chicago.
Working at Cleo's Southern Cuisine is a labor of love for owner and founder Kristen Ashley.
So, with Southern food, a lot of people always sit down and talk about how, you really get that family kind of feel. The fried catfish. People fall out of their seats for that. Everybody loves our chicken sandwich.
The business started back in 2014 as a catering company based off of her love of cooking with her grandmother, whose name she went on to borrow for her brand.
I was always on her hip when she was cooking. I used to eat all the food back then, which was amazing. She lives and breathes it with us every day. If you come in Cleo's, her picture is always up.
Ashley opened her original location in Bronzeville back in 2019, near where she grew up, eventually expanding to the Time Out Market and ultimately downtown as well. Now, she's hoping to continue her expansion with some help from a grant from the Black Kitchen Initiative.
The Black Kitchen Initiative started in 2020. We were working with a lot of chefs in the South that had formed a coalition called Southern Restaurants for Racial Justice, and they were hosting bake sales in order to provide grants to Black-owned businesses.
The grant program was started by the nonprofit Lee Initiative in partnership with Kraft Heinz, with the goal of promoting diversity and equity in the restaurant industry.
We want to support people in making sure that they can exist in the culinary landscape for years to come. It's a short application process, and the only thing that we ask for is to verify that you are at least 50% Black-owned.
The grant program provides $15,000 to new businesses and $25,000 to established ones. The winners are chosen by a selection committee of Black business professionals from around the country.
But we've also had people who use the funds to go from, they've been operating out of a farmer's market for 5 years and they're opening their first brick and mortar. And so the grant funds will be used there. Some folks used the grant funds for adding infrastructure to their existing business.
Definitely helps, like I shared, with operating costs. It's helped us acquire some equipment for catering.
Dazi Ibekwe is another winner of the latest round of grants, one of 62 recipients from around the country.
More businesses have a real need, which is cash, and it also helps connect us with organizations that can help with things like telling our stories.
Ibekwe started his business in 2020 with the goal of sharing the cuisine of his native Nigeria with more people.
The core of our offerings reflects the greatest hits from the region that is West Africa. We pay a strong homage to food from the streets. Some travel from out of state, as far out as Indianapolis. We have people coming in from Detroit, Michigan.
In addition to helping with costs, the grant is also allowing him to plan some additional programming as well.
As such, we've come up with lunch and learn activities, some intimate dinner gatherings where people come into our space and have this experience where we present, a few courses and beverage pairings, and they can learn about West African cuisine and culture.
The Lee Initiative says the goal is to keep these vital parts of communities alive and well, and help them thrive and pass their success along.
Well, I have big dreams, right? And I feel like those dreams are attainable now. I plan on taking this brand statewide, obviously, and then across state lines.
The Lee Initiative is planning for a 4th round of grants right now, hoping to open up applications sometime in the spring. You can learn more about the application process on our website, fox32chicago.com. Anita Blanton, Fox 32 Chicago.